Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. Welcome to Air Day. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Look, I'm here with some oracles. We are going to throw some oracles, but we're also going to throw some tarot onto it. If you've never been here before and it's your first time here, Gemini, whether you're cross-watching or if you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Gemini, what I'm going to do is I like to blend the energies here. So last week we didn't use any oracle. This week we are. And so we're using 3 oracle decks. If you've never been here before, I hope you'll stay. I hope you will hit that subscription button and decide to be in the comments. Some of us around here like to be in the comments. And I know you're chittery, chattery, my friend. And that's why I like your sign. And because I'm a Sag rising and I'm chattery too. All right. Let's get to this here. So if you are the ride or die and you're always here clicking, viewing, subscribing, I do appreciate you the most. Thank you so much for doing that. And this reading is going to be for the week ahead, as are all of my weekly readings. I do them for the week ahead. But listen, I don't put any dates on them. I just say they're for the week ahead. So whenever you find them today, tomorrow, next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. And I feel like you'll find the reading when you need it, or it will find you. Let's find out what is going on with Gemini, please. We do have the rainbow. I like it. Oh, I just heard Kermit in my head. The rainbow connection. That's what he was saying. He was singing. So we do have the rainbow here. And the rainbow is about coming to the end of a really tough or hard cycle, right? We do know biblically, maybe you don't know, maybe I'll tell you that biblically, you know, the rainbow showed up after 40 days and 40 nights of rain. It was really terrible. It was an awful and terrible time, right? So, we have the rainbow and we have hope. So I want to say that things are getting a little brighter for you in the week ahead, that there is something that a cycle that is closing that's been really tough. We do have a 6 here. It could be a love cycle. It could be something to do with a soulmate, possibly. Take it as it resonates for you. Bottom of the deck, we have mountains. Mountains, obstacles. So there's obstacles in the distance here. I want to say that you're coming out of a really tough or dark or hard cycle that you were in, but I feel like, you know, you're still going to have to scale some of these obstacles if you want what you want. And I think you're headed toward some sort of obstacle that's going to make you feel in a little bit of lack. I'm just saying. All right. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Tell me about Gemini. We have deception. Oh, interesting that I just picked up this card, right? That says that there's going to be obstacles in the distance. I feel like they're a little bit far off. I don't feel like they're in the week ahead, but I do feel like probably before the end of the month. It does feel like you will be going through some sort of obstacle, or you're going to come up against an obstacle that makes you feel like you can't do it, or makes you feel like you are in lack. We do have deception, right? And it feels like, well, it says deception, but at the top of the card, it says an event. So it almost feels like you go to an event where you feel like people in the room are talking about you. And I feel like it's almost like they make it obvious. They don't even try and hide it. It's like deception is like somebody's behind your back saying something, and I feel like you will catch wind of whatever it is. That could be the obstacle that you might face. Do you say something or do you not? Gemini, you're probably going to say something. We got joyous fun. So it does feel like you are going out to some sort of a social event. And so it's a joyous, fun social event. It could even be a family thing. Look, we have a bunch of families here, right? We have children and balloons, all the colors of the chakras. It feels like you're at a fun place, a fun event, when you spy somebody across the room who's not even trying to hide that they're whispering in somebody's ear, right? Like they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're talking behind your back, like right there behind your back. So that might be the obstacle that you might be coming up against this week. Tell me what else we need to know about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. We have divorce. Okay, so I don't know if you've been through a divorce or a breakup, but it feels like people might be talking about that. If you're someone who other people know, you might be in a relationship that's not working, or they can feel the tension with you two in the room, or maybe you've already decided that it's over, but you don't have to be married. You could be, it says here, experiencing a breakup. You could be, you know, it feels like to me that somebody here is in the midst of a relationship that's going through a really rough patch, and you've decided maybe it's best we separate, or maybe it's best that we just break this off. But I feel like there's like this family function or this celebratory thing. It feels like a joyous occasion, and I feel like you need to go there. It's like something that you've already committed to, and you need to go. And you and your person need to go together. The person who maybe you're experiencing the hardship with, the hard times. And so it feels like that there is something that you need to go to, but you need to go to that thing together. But people already know that maybe you're having a hard time in this relationship. Look, maybe the relationship is with a parent. Maybe you're going to a family function and it's with a parent. But this does say divorce and breakup. So I have a feeling it's somebody that if you are dating this person, and I'm not telling you that you're going to be having problems in your marriage or your relationship in the week ahead. What I'm telling you is you already know about this. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, Gemini. I feel like you're the person that I'm talking to. I want to say that if there is some sort of function coming up, or you need to be amongst friends, or you need to go out, it's almost like you two go out because you both know the group of people, whoever they are, family, friends, workmates, whatever it is, you both know them, but they are talking about you behind your back because they know that your relationship isn't working out right now. We do have the rainbow and hope, and it brings up the 8 of Cups. Look, it feels like somebody's at the end of a tough cycle. Number 6 is the Lovers. You're making a choice to leave or disconnect emotionally. So if you're still in the relationship right now, I feel like you've already decided that you don't want to settle, that it's time for you to move forward here, Gemini. You don't want to settle. It's like you are no longer connected emotionally to the person I feel that you might be experiencing a breakup with. This could be a breakup of friendship as well. It does say divorce. It could be marriage, but it also could be the breakup of a friendship. Look, you could go to this place where you've already committed that you have to go. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe you're in the wedding party or something like that. But it feels like people are just going to be blatantly talking about you, and you're going to know it. I'm going to say, if your person beside you is saying they're not talking about us, don't do that. Don't go over there, confront them. I feel like you already know. You know that they're talking about you. We do have the King of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, it does feel that way. It feels like emotional temperaments could flare up. I want to say that you're feeling. You're already in a place where you're kind of struggling. You might be struggling in a relationship. Maybe you're feeling like you don't belong in the place where you are, whether that's your relationship, your job, or a best friendship, whatever it is. But it feels like it's your choice to disconnect emotionally, and people are seeing you as that. They're seeing you as being disconnected emotionally. But I feel like when you catch wind of this deception, like when you see the person across the room or next to you speaking to someone else about you, I feel like it's the King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who's out of control with their emotions, kinds of throws an emotional tantrum. Somebody who just can't hold it all in, right? It's like I'm no longer going to be stoic. And I feel like maybe that they do expect you to be stoic. Like Gemini, you might be the person who just doesn't want to argue in public. You don't want to fight in public, but you're calling this out. You're calling this out because the King of Cups is in the reverse. You're like, nah, bruh, it's enough. I'm already struggling, and I don't need people talking about me in a place where I'm at, pretending that I'm not in the room. Tell me more. We do have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Oh, looks like I have the deck in the reverse. Yeah, but nonetheless, it is what it is, right? 3 of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that whatever is going down, whatever breakup you're experiencing, is going to affect your community. It's going to affect your community, your friendship group, whoever the 3 of Pentacles is for you. Those are friends of friends. It's a community group. It's like these people are talking about what they already know is going on in your life, or what they think they know is going on in your life. They think you don't know that they're talking about you, right? This is the page, and the page is in reverse. So I feel like they think you don't know that they're talking about you, but I have a feeling that you know, and I feel like you are going to say something with the King of Cups in the reverse. The King of Cups in the upright is kind of sturdy and stable and stoic, and, I'm not going to even get into it. I can't even be bothered, but when the King is in the reverse, it's like it's on. It's on. You want to see? I will show you. We have gifts. We have the courting man. Yeah. We have obstacles. More obstacles. Look, we do have the mature man at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, this could be somebody who is a parent, a grandparent, somebody who is somebody who's like holds a special place in the friendship group because they're older, because they have more wisdom, they're wise, they could be a business owner, but they also could be somebody who is a father or a grandfather or an older brother or something like that. So we do have gifts. It says surprise, presents, and openings. And now I feel like this coming up with this rainbow and the 8 of Cups, with this hope here, it tells me that you finally looked inside whatever the wrapping was here. That's what it feels like, that there's this, that you're surprising yourself, I think, that you have decided that you can no longer settle where you are. It's time to see what's on the other end of the rainbow, is what I want to say, because this is a choice and you're choosing to open up the gift and look inside. It says openings, right? It feels like you're choosing to open up the gift and look inside, because I think all along you were looking at the wrapping. Look, wrapping is beautiful, right? We can wrap things up all the ways that we want, but when we open the lid and we look inside, do we really want what the thing isn't that's in there? That's what it feels like. And I want to say that whatever is in there, that is what's causing you to disconnect and move forward here. We do have the courting man. This could be you. Look, we have 2 masculine leaning energies. You might be the masculine leaning. We also have the 3rd here. But you know, men also have feminine energy, right? Otherwise it would be completely toxic. So we have the courting man. We have uniform and professional male. So this is what I was saying. I feel like this group of people, they feel very comfortable talking about your crap in front of everybody else and not even trying to hide it, because they think this is you, right? They think that you're the person who is always in control, always shows up dressed really well. I'm not going to get into it. I'm very professional, but I think they're going to fuck around and find out. I think that's what's going on here. That's what it feels like, that you have too much going on and you're kind of done with it. And I feel like these people who are talking behind your back, you probably know that before you go to this thing. You probably know before you go to the joyous occasion where everybody's having fun. You already know that these people have been talking behind your back. That's what it feels like here. And then we have obstacles, right? We have blocks, pathways, and delays. So I feel like you've hung around a really long time. I want to say it says experiencing breakup or a divorce. So whether you're breaking up with a bestie or the person that you've been dating or living with, or maybe you are divorced, maybe you are getting divorced, maybe it's time to announce the separation. It's going to affect your friend group, right? It feels like somebody here, it feels like that it's already been floating amongst the friend group. They already know. And there is an obstacle here. The obstacle is the breakup. And it feels like with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse that it feels like nobody's on your side, I want to say. It feels like you're alone in all this, or you feel like you're alone in all this. That it feels like there's no cooperation. There's no collaboration. Nobody's coming to see if you're okay, Gemini. I feel like people are already taking sides. And that happens in a divorce when people break up, right? People start to take sides and people stop talking to the other one. It's really ridiculous when you think about it, right? Like, are we children or what's going on here? Like, that's what it feels like. You're like, are we kids here where you think you can just talk in front of me and everything's going to be peachy keen? Like, it feels like you've had enough, because the King of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like you've been really patient, really, because, you know, the King of Cups in the upright is all of that. Very patient, very kind, someone who's very deep and loving, someone who is always taking care of others, making sure everybody is okay, protecting everybody else. And then all of a sudden, you know, you show up looking dressed to the nines at this social function, whatever it is, and you know that these people are talking about you behind your back. Tell me what else I need to know about Gemini, please. We have the Page of Cups, we have the 5 of Cups, and the King of Cups is here again. So we do have the Page of Cups. I really do believe that, you know, this is really hard. I feel like you're really seeing someone for who they are. That's what it feels like with someone opening up the gift. So opening up, you know, it's like you're seeing someone for for who they really are. You're taking the lid off and looking inside and you're like, I don't think I like what I see. And that's the truth. I don't think you like what you see. It's like somebody has shown you a side of them that has made you want to disconnect emotionally. I think it surprised you. I feel it surprises you with this Page of Cups, that you really didn't think this person was this way, but look, other people in your group, in your friend group, in your family could have said, don't marry that one, or could have said, I don't trust that one, feminine or masculine, whatever it is. But you carried on like the King of Cups. And I was just speaking about the King of Cups a moment ago, right? You're stoic on the surface. You continue to protect and love and be kind. You're the one who is keeping all the emotions down, but you are someone who is really loving, kind, right? So I feel like you're showing me your loving, kind strength here, but everybody has their limits. I'm going to say we do have the Three of Wands here. I feel like you're making a choice, because we do have the choice here, the Lovers. You're making a choice to grab your wand here and go on your own way. That's what it feels like. You're going to stop waiting for the emotions to take you over. You're going to stop waiting for the ships to come in. You're going to stop waiting for the adventure to start. I want to say that your intuition is on point. Your psychic intuition is on point. And I want to say that although you've kept it quiet from everybody, whatever's going on in your life, it feels like there's something tumultuous. Whatever's going on in your life, and I feel like it's these people know that it's your choice to leave the relationship, the home, the family, the whatever it is that's going on with you. Maybe it's a divorce. I feel like the reason that you know these people are talking about you is because you've got High Priestess energy. I feel like you are somebody who's very psychic, right? You have psychic intuition, I feel, Gemini. You could have water or Scorpio, maybe Scorpio or Pisces in the moon or the rising. And I want to say that it does feel like you already know. By seeing these people across the room, across the table, you know that they're talking about you. And that's your intuition being on high. I want to say somebody's about to flip the table. You're about to go Jesus in the temple on them. That's what it feels like, Gemini. I feel like you're about to stand up and say, wait a second. Yeah. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about Gemini, please. What's this obstacle? I think the obstacle is that you know that if you leave this relationship, friendship, whatever divorce, or maybe it's a marriage, you know that if you leave, that the obstacle is you're going to be breaking up a community as well, or maybe even a family. Like maybe it's your family, but it feels like a community of people, and it could be maybe you're a person who is religious and you go to church and it's frowned upon for you to break up your relationship or whatever it is. I don't care what their rules are. You need to do what's best for you, Gemini. So we do have the Nine of Cups here, and again, the Eight of Cups appears on this table, right? We've got 8 cups here, 1 in the hand. So it feels like you're very close to walking away, just disconnecting and walking away. But I think you're waiting for a moment of alchemy here. And I think the moment of alchemy shows up when you're engaged in conflict or disagreement or having some type of a battle or personal difference with your person here. So we have blocks, pathways, and delays. I feel like the blocks, pathways, and delays come with your friend group, the group that you belong to, whether it's a church group or a friend group or a family. I feel like you feel that that's what the block is. But I think that when temperance comes here, it is patience, right? It is patience. It is being very balanced. But it also is a moment in time where everything is perfect and now it's go time. So I feel like that happens during an argument or a fight for you. All right, tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what this outcome is, please. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I want to say that the Two of Swords is telling me that somebody, if it is a divorce, if you are breaking up with somebody who maybe you've purchased things with, a house, a car, it could be that you are married, but you don't have to be. It feels like somebody here is trying to block you from having your financial freedom. I feel like you've put a lot of time, effort, and money into this situation. The Queen of Pentacles is here. That's the overgiver. So I want to say that you're the person that not only works really hard, plans a lot, but you're also the overgiver. And the Nine of Pentacles is here, which is, confident, single, doing your own thing, building it by yourself. It almost feels like you've done all the building and someone else sat by and watched you build. And now it's like you just put their name on things. Whether maybe it's a business and you're the one working the business so hard, but that person just put their name on it. It feels like somebody here is trying to block you from taking the financial stuff that you took the time to build on your own. So I want to say that if you are someone who is in the midst of divorce or breakup, that there is something here. It might be a business that it feels like is coming to an end here, but somebody here, could be the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody here is trying to block you from your abundance. They don't want you to take it all with you, and they're going to try and take you for whatever they can. You're the one that built it, but they feel like they should have access to it. We do have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're over it. I want to say you're bored with the connection with the Queen of Cups. We do have the King of Cups here. Now, you are showing up as water. So I think that you do either have psychic energy or maybe you are water. I feel like you've become bored with the situation with the Queen of Cups. I feel like the Queen of Cups feels like their position in the relationship is to maybe raise the children or maybe to dote on people. This person is someone who's kind, loving, caring, and compassionate, but it feels like you've become bored with that. That's what it feels like here. And I want to say it's because I feel like you've built this whole thing, like you built your relationship financially, but somebody else feels like they should lay claim to it. Yeah, this is a little bit of smack talk. I'm just going to say with the Page of Swords in the reverse, to me, it's like people, the pages are young, right? They're apt to speak out of turn. It's like someone speaking out of both sides of their mouth. It feels like somebody is like in this place of smack talk with you. So I feel like something is going down in the week ahead, and it feels like you are going to come to a place where you're just going to say, look, you're just going to push crap off the table, flip the table. Like maybe not like that, but that's how I picture Gemini. I always say that Gemini is the freedom fighter. I feel like you're like, no, you can't do that to me, for sure not. I feel like this, you've chosen to leave this. It's a choice to leave the situation where you are, and I feel it's because your intuition is telling you to do so. I think you were ready to show up to this place and not say a word, sit in the corner, do your thing, show up, smile, say hello to people. But these people, those people, I think are the ones that are going to hear from the King of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.